Hello guys, and as you probably already know, YouTube, which owned by Google, will stop paying Russians since next month. You know, they promised to pay for July and for August. But let me tell you the whole story, how it all started, how maybe sanctions affected everything and so on, because people sometimes confuse, you know, like, oh, YouTube blog in Russia, yeah, for example, so you won't film anything anymore. So no, it's not like that, you know, because for example now I am abroad and my channel still working, you know, I still can upload video. YouTube doesn't delete my channel, they just stop monetization. And you know, many people thought that monetization for Russians was stopped already in 2022, and it's partly true. Google or YouTube made like their own sanctions, you know. In 2022 they didn't let to register so-called AdSense accounts where you get money from YouTube, you know, or website. If you have a website in Google, you know, they would pay you there, and then this Google Adsense would pay you on your Russian bank card. Yeah, you have to have a Russian bank card if your channel and Google Adsense registered in Russia. So I had many problems before that, not because of even YouTube and Google, but because banks were sanctioned like one after another, and some banks just didn't want to get like dollars because of like Russian government politics, you know, like it's, you know, confusing. But yes, those new people who wanted to get monetization on their channels, they weren't able to do it in Russia after 2022. But those who had their Google AdSense accounts where you get money from YouTube before 2022, they continued to work. So some people also, like some foreign YouTubers in Russia, they don't know anything because they get money to their foreign bank accounts, you know, and they say, oh, in Russia like YouTube monetization stopped. No, but YouTube just stopped running advertisements for the Russian viewers, those who watch from Russia, like, you know, from Russian like IP addresses and so on. And YouTube cancelled super chats and super thanks for people who are in Russia, you know. But I have just like 3-5% of views from Russia, so it didn't really affect me. If I had a Russian channel, which I had before, I still have it, you know, but I don't film there for 4 years, yes, I would have maybe 80% less money than before. But let's remember how it all started, you know. Let's remember 2022. You know what started in 2022, and then like Russian government turned off the pictures on YouTube, you know, which you can see, like when you can read like some YouTube posts, you know, like community posts from people. So in Russia you still can't see these pictures or avatars, you know, or thumbnails of the videos. Sometimes even like nothing is seen, but if you push the button on the video, you can still read the names of the video, you know. The videos played well until last month, you know, in July, when they started to slow down YouTube. And I'm already not in Russia, you know, but many people write that it was slowed down, especially on PC versions. And but on mobile phones it worked okay. But then even on mobile phones it stopped working good. So it seems like they just tested, you know, they just slow it down or like completely like turn off, and then they run it again, you know. But I think they just prepare, they test how people maybe will react to it, and so on and so on, and they make their own in Russia like alternatives to YouTube, you know, which don't work that well, because, you know, YouTube is like global like system, very rich, and they have very good servers, so they can keep up like the good speed, upload speed. So maybe the reason why they didn't block YouTube earlier, you know, it's because like there were no any other alternative to that. And also on YouTube, you know, you can hear some prohibited information, like which you shouldn't know. In Russia we even have a saying, less you know, better you sleep. you know, so nothing really changes in Russia. If you look like 50-70 years ago or so on, these phrases are still in use, you know, and really less you know, better you sleep, you know. By the way, I need to check the windows here if they are proper. Like, well, looks like quality, but yeah, still quite high. Yeah. So looks like right now, today is 13th of August, YouTube more or less works somehow in Russia, but with big problems, you know. Sometimes it doesn't work at all, sometimes it works, but yes, I'm just not in Russia. 1 week ago it didn't work at all. By the way, guys, if you really wanted to help me for all the time, now it's the best chance, you know. You please, if you wish, I don't know, either send me SuperThanks or become a member on my channel, or even better, send donation on Boosty, you know, because without you I wouldn't be able to film all of these videos. But yeah, now I just like, I don't know, I hate to beg too much, but I need to beg, you know. Thank you very much, guys. So guys, but what will I do, you can ask me. Okay, I will get the last money from YouTube, but what will I do next? For example, I already see some YouTubers from Russia, they want to move their Google Adsense accounts to like former Soviet republics, you know, like Kazakhstan, Armenia, some maybe wants even to Belarus, you know, to countries close to Russia. So I will think maybe I will do the same. I still don't have any foreign bank card, and even if I had it, you still have like to have some you know, residency in some country to get money from Google Adsense. So because I was too proud to open foreign bank account, you know, I was like, why should I do it? Why should I do it? But looks like this time is coming. And yeah, it's funny because some YouTubers in Russia, they don't like the West, you know, but they love the American money, you know, so they will go to some other countries to continue to receive this money. It's really kind of hypocrisy in my opinion, you know. Yes, by the way, if I'll go to Russia, back to Russia, I think I still will be able to upload videos to YouTube by using VPN, but the thing is, in Russia they block VPNs too, and they even made some law recently prohibiting instructions and advertisements of VPNs, you know, to get information which is bad for your health and brain, you know. So they care about people like prohibiting. And I sometimes I love like some tech websites, you know, and I see they delete like instructions how to install VPN on your computer or like your router and so on and so on. They really delete it from Russian tech forums and websites. But still, I lived in China, you know, for around 10 months maybe before, and they also blocked VPNs, and it worked very slow, very bad. I think it will be the same in Russia, but still maybe will be possibility to upload videos. The other thing I really kinda care, or maybe even afraid the most, is not like that even YouTube is blocked in Russia, but I'm afraid they can make another like very great law making YouTube and Google some extremist organization, you know, like they did with Meta company, with Facebook and Instagram, you know. So for now this scenario sounds unreal, but you know, I just stopped surprising of everything, so why not? They will just say, oh, YouTube deleted some like Russian channel, so we can call it like extremist and so on. But and I'm afraid they will make some punishment for using it, you know. For now it sounds unreal, but who knows? Like, if Instagram is extremist organization, you know, for now they don't punish you for using it, but who knows what's gonna be later. I really won't surprise if they'll do it. By the way, it's funny that when YouTube started to be slowed down in Russia, at first some government officials in Russia claimed that it's because of Google servers which like works with Russia, you know, or stays in Russia, because for 2.5 years no one took care of them. But you know, it sounds strange that in like today YouTube worked very well, but next day everything like slowed down, yeah, and so on and so on. And Google responded that it's not because of them. And later, maybe 1-2 weeks later, some deputy in Russia admitted and said like, yes, it's us, we slow down YouTube, you know, and it's not Google. And actually, to be honest, guys, I'm not angry at Google at all for stopping working, like paying to Russians, because they already, I'm even thankful to them, because for 2.5 years they still paid for Russians who had like Google Adsense account before 2022, you know. And by some rumors they would even continue to pay to Russians, but new American sanctions taking place on 12th of September, which prohibits American companies to work, to give IT services to Russian citizens and so on. I'm not sure if YouTube is considered like filming videos and so on, considered to be giving like some IT services, but maybe it is, because it's all like information and so on, technology, yes. So looks like on the 12th of September this monetization will stop in Russia. Yes, but I'm still thankful to them. For 2.5 years they paid to Russians, despite the crazy fines by the Russian courts for Google for prohibiting some laws, you know, weird laws or like something like that, billions of rubles. And but Google still worked, you know, in Russia till now, paid Russians and so on. And guys, to be honest, I don't know, every month it was like sitting on a mine, as we say in Russia, you know, because I had to come back to Russia 2 times to open a new bank account to continue to receive money from YouTube. So I changed like how many banks, I don't even remember, maybe 5 banks or so on. And now, for now, it's just few banks left where you could get money from YouTube, you know, some small banks. And but either Google would leave, or these last 3 banks would stop working because of like sanctions and so on and so on. And another law they applied in Russia, Putin just like signed it few days ago, that since 1st of November every blogger with audience of more than 10,000 people, it includes everything, you know, like either it's YouTube, like Telegram, any platform. If you have 10,000 subscribers, you have to register in so-called Roskomnadzor. It's like Russian communication Nadzor. It translates kind of like as Russian communication supervision. So, and if you won't do it, there will be some restrictions for you, that you can't advertise anything, or like no one would be allowed to repost your videos or your posts or your texts and so on and so on. I don't even know how they will implement it, but yes. And sometimes I'm surprised, you know, some people in the West say, oh wow, in Russia is the real freedom, you know. Yeah, maybe for something you don't have in the West, yeah, in Russia we have more freedom in something. But you know, imagine like now basically no one will be able to say their opinion, honest opinion, if it doesn't go if it don't go along the party line. You know, you will always think, wow, should I say this or shouldn't I say that, you know. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. I don't know how it will work. Still there is some time until 1st of November. Yes. Phew. Guys, I still don't know yet really what to do with all of these laws. It's still kinda new, but let's make a deal. You know, if you'll feel that I try to say something like what I don't really think, you know, I will do like this, like you know, like Mr. Bean did. It will be hard to notice. You see, I move my ears. I don't know if you can see it. It won't be very, yeah, you see, it won't be very noticeable, but if you'll zoom in, you know, like this, you can't see it. But if you'll zoom in, you'll see it, and you will understand that someone forced me to say something to you, or like to say some propaganda or anything, you know. But till 1st of November, I'll try to keep free speech to say what I really think. You know, even though I still self-censor myself, but I don't tell about something, but yes, if I say something, I try to say to you what I think. Yeah, guys, and I forgot to mention, just lazy to install camera again, that another option for YouTubers like me now is to join some so-called partner programs, you know, to join some other people's Google's AdSense, you know, accounts and so on, but they take quite big percent from your money, but it's better than nothing. And usually they get, no, to able to join them, you know, you would need to have original content, which I have, you know. Everything I film, it's like I film myself. I don't make other videos, I don't copy other videos, you know, it's original content by me. But also it shouldn't be political or something like that, you know, especially if this partner programs from some countries like with limited like free speech or so on, something like that. Yeah, so we'll see, because you can join them, but how to receive money from them still. But yeah, there are some options still. So yes, I think YouTube block in Russia is kind of political thing, you know, because you can know what you shouldn't know through YouTube, because it's not controlled, you know, by the government. But YouTube, I think they still would work in Russia if not new American sanctions and so on and so on. They did some restrictions to Russians, as I said, but to me it didn't touch me that much until now. But everything good comes to an end. So guys, it's kind of short review of what's happened. If you wish to support me, guys, for my boring videos, send me as much as possible SuperThanks, and subscribe to Boosty. It would be the best help for now, or send me donations through Boosty, or push like, you know, push like is for free, you know. If money, it's okay, no, I will find money somewhere in the end, but like is for free, so push like. Yes, and money also would be great, Joe, you know, like, yes.